The Anaheim Ducks have until July 10th to make one of the most consequential decisions in franchise history. It will literally make or break their franchise for the next 10 years, and you don't really know which way to go. The Philadelphia Flyers just tendered their 21-year-old franchise center, Leo Carlsson, an offer sheet worth $90 million over 5 years, 18 million per season. That would immediately make the 21-year-old the highest paid player in the NHL, which he will be either way. So, I mean, it's more than Leon Draisaitl, it's more than Kaprizov's. Anaheim has two options: match the offer and keep Carlson at 18 million a year, or let him walk and take four first round picks from Philly over the next four drafts, right? Neither answer is obvious. So let me walk you through what each choice is actually going to entail. So before I get into it, I want to be clear why I'm even talking about this on this channel. I usually stick to Hurricanes coverage, but this story is bigger than any one team. Offer sheets almost never happen in the NHL. Teams have always traditionally treated them like a violation of an unwritten rule. You don't poach other teams' young stars. It's just not done. This is the second offer sheet in the last week. Two offer sheets in 7 days is pretty crazy. It's more than we see in most off seasons. The last time we saw multiple offer sheets in a summer was 2024. Before that, I think there was like one offer sheet in 2021. This is pretty ridiculous. And that offer sheet in 24 was for Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg from away from Edmonton. So something has fundamentally changed about how NHL teams are operating this offseason, and every general manager, including Eric Tulsky, is got to be watching this to see what happens with Leo Carlsson, because the answer to this one decision changes how the next 10 years of NHL free agency plays out. So yeah, this matters to Caniacs. So I want to get into the analysis, not to mention that we just had to play Philly in the playoffs, and I want to know what happens with them because they're also in our division. So let me just start with the matching. Carlson just posted career highs: 29 goals, 38 assists, 67 points in 70 games. In the playoffs, he added 4 goals and 11 points in 12 games. Anaheim upset Edmonton in the first round. He's a 21-year-old, he's 6'3", 208 pounds, second overall pick in 2023. And I mean, he's tracking exactly like he's going to be a franchise center, right? So the problem is the cap hit. I mean, he's already their best player, but I'm saying franchise guy, right? Historic. The problem is a cap hit. $18 million is massive. It would leave Anaheim with about 17 million in projected cap space, with 20 of 23 roster spots filled. That's before signing two other restricted free agents. So cap flexibility disappears. The team's roster construction becomes locked in around one contract for the next 5 years. That's what matching is going to cost them. Now let's talk about declining. And I'll tell you where I land after this. Four first round picks over the next four drafts. That's the compensation that Anaheim would receive if they walk away. On paper, four first rounds sounds like a great haul, right? You have a bunch of draft capital. You can use that. But the reality is, first round picks are lottery tickets, even at the top of most rounds. Some first rounders take 3 to 5 years to become NHL contributors. I mean, some never do, right? So meanwhile, Anaheim would be giving up a proven top line center, entering his prime, coming off a career year, on a team that just broke through, made the playoffs, won round one against Edmonton, gave Vegas a heck of a fight to 6 games. I thought that series was pretty entertaining, actually. You don't necessarily, there's no guarantee at all that you replace Leo Carlsson with picks. You replace him with some hope that you've got a lot of draft capital. And there's a franchise defining question for them under this. Anaheim took a step forward. They upset Edmonton in the playoffs. They're definitely building something, I think. Trading Leo Carlsson for 4 picks that, don't materialize into really good, solid players. Whew, that's scary for the franchise. So here's the real question underneath all of this. Is Anaheim ready to compete? If they are, if the Ducks think they're a legitimate playoff contender for the next season and a contender for the Cup in the next 2 to 3 years, you have to match. You don't trade a young franchise center for picks when you think your window is opening. If the answer is no, if they still think they're a few years away, from even getting to that place, then you stockpile the assets for a longer build. Declining could make some sense if that's what you think. You have to sit there if you're Verbeek, and you have to answer that question honestly. Not just what you want to be true, what is actually true. Here's where I land. Anaheim has to match, no doubt in my mind. They took the Ducks, right? That team has gone from not a great team to a first round upset winner, somebody who battled Vegas hard. Leo Carlsson's a huge part of what makes that possible, right? He is the center a lot of teams wish they had. Salary cap will keep going up, right? It always does. $18 million sounds enormous today. In a few years, is more palatable, especially if he gets even better. The number is aggressive. I mean, it's super aggressive. Is it bordering on insane? Yeah. Is it insane? I don't know. Maybe not. So the picks are tempting, but you don't build a contender, right? Who do you want to be as a franchise? By trading a 21-year-old franchise center for lottery tickets right now after that playoff run you just had. You build a contender by keeping going. Match the offer sheet. Deal with the cap consequences. Figure out how to win with your best player. That's what I do. What do you think? Anyway, I'm gonna probably make a couple more videos on this, thinking about it as a Caniac, because I'm trying to think of what this means for our division and for the entire NHL at large. So stay subscribed so you don't miss it, and I'll catch you in the next video.